Welcome back to Headlines. I'm Wes Austin, and these are today's top stories. First, Elon Musk clapped back at Bill Gates after Gates accused him of killing poor children by cutting foreign aid. Because nothing says save the children like getting an ethics lecture from the guy who used to hang out with Epstein. Then the Supreme Court ruled 8-1 to let the Trump administration revoke amnesty for over 300,000 Venezuelans. As it turns out, temporary protections were temporary and not permanent. Who could have seen that coming? Next, Bernie Sanders went on a podcast and admitted that the Democratic Party was a threat to democracy. I guess the DNC just does whatever it thinks is necessary, kind of like Tanya Harding in a pantsuit. And finally, James Comey defended his 8647 Instagram post as a harmless bit of artistic expression. He said that there was no dark intent behind the 8647 post. Right, just a casual weekend project involving shells, numerology, and a vague death threat. Like Pinterest, but for psychopaths. We've got the clip. It was on MSNBC, of course. Okay, let's dive in. At the Qatar Economic Forum, Elon Musk was asked about Bill Gates' recent comments charging Musk with killing the world's poorest children with his USAID cuts.
I know, you've said that already. I wondered,
also,
and I'm just...
Who does Bill Gates think he is to make comments about the welfare of children, given that he frequented Jeffrey Epstein?
Okay, well, he said he regrets those, and he spent a lot of his own money on.
Bill Gates doesn't want to hurt kids. He just wants to inject them, track them, and lower the global birth rate. Honestly, if he grows a goatee and starts stroking a cat, we're all screwed. Bill, didn't you do enough damage to humanity with Windows Vista? The Supreme Court has ruled 8-1 in favor of allowing the Trump administration to revoke amnesty for over 300,000 Venezuelan migrants. The decision lifts an injunction issued by U.S. District Judge Edward Chen in California that had blocked the administration from revoking TPS protections. Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson was the sole dissenter, which means she was the only justice who doesn't know what temporary and temporary protected status actually means. Litigation over the issue will now proceed in lower courts in California, where judges will carefully consider how to justify ignoring the Supreme Court's decision. Legal experts say that this ruling could lead to a terrifying new era where the temporary in government programs might actually mean temporary. While on a podcast, Senator Bernie Sanders seemed to admit that Democrats are a threat to democracy.
We talk a lot about the Republicans being autocrats and oligarchs and taking over democracy, but from the Democrat perspective, and I'm a lifelong Democrat, I felt like the Democratic Party completely removed the democratic process from its constituents. And I think they need to have some accountability of that.
No argument here.
Bernie just confirmed the Democratic Party isn't democratic. It's like discovering Amazon isn't actually a rainforest, or that baby oil isn't made from actual babies.
I got it.
And I'm an elected official. I got to represent the people.
That's fair.
And I can't turn my back on.
But then could we not also say, if ostensibly there hasn't been a fair primary for the Democrats since 2008, are they not also a threat to democracy? Yes. We often hear.
Fair enough. That is. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that point.
Bernie saying that the primaries haven't been fair since 2008 is shocking, mostly because he said it without anyone waterboarding him first. Now, if he admits that Biden wasn't mentally sharp in office, he'll officially qualify as a Republican. While on MSNBC, former FBI Director James Comey was asked about his 8647 Instagram post.
But I thought, what a clever way to express a political view. The shells were the same color for each of the letters, so different colors for the letters. It took a lot of work. Somebody with artistic flair did that, and I have a hard time believing it was anybody with a dark intention, and it certainly was no dark intention on my part, on my spouse's part.
Comey claiming 8647 didn't have dark intentions is like someone spelling out Heil Hitler but saying it didn't mean anything because they used pastels. Imagine being so clueless that you get investigated by the Secret Service and your takeaway is, the artistic flair and color scheme was exquisite. Thanks for watching Headlines, and if you know anybody who would enjoy my videos or clips, please do share it with them. I would really appreciate it. I'm Wes Austin. Good night.